Hi, my name is Bente, I'm the Norse Witch, and we have a Pisces new moon coming up. So of course, as always, let us look at what that means for us magical practitioners. How can we use the Pisces new moon energy for our magical workings? When is this new moon? In Central European time, it's on Sunday, March 10th at 10 a.m. In Eastern time, it's on Sunday, March 10th at 5 a.m. And in Pacific time, it's on Sunday, March 10th at 1 a.m. First of all, Pisces. Pisces is a mutable water sign ruled by Neptune or Jupiter. Depending on which system you work with, the old planetary ruler of Pisces is Jupiter, but the new one is Neptune. Pisces is, as all of the other water signs, a deeply sensitive and emotional sign. But the mutable quality deepens it all even more and turns it into a little bit of a moody situation. So if you think of water in general, it's very, well, it flows. So it's not like it stays in one place. It's not very steady. It's something that changes over time and can sometimes change very, very fast and quickly. But with a mutable water sign, that brings in even more changeable energy. So the emotions that are already very flowy and very fluctual and not very steady, they get even more changeable. So that means, well, Pisces are usually very, very emotional, very sensitive, as all the other water signs, but they tend to be kind of moody. It's easier to make a Pisces mad or sad or happy than, for example, a Scorpio or a Cancer. And that, of course, can be positive, it can be negative. You can make a Pisces extremely sad very fast, but also you can pull them out of that mood very fast too. Pisces is known to kind of live with one foot in this world and with one foot in the other worlds. They have a very dreamy quality about them, and that makes them very, very intuitive, extremely empathetic. They are extremely compassionate and kind, and a lot of the times they are psychics. So they kind of have a sense for the unseen, and they usually also have a big interest in the unseen. That's kind of a Neptune quality, the entire interest in spirituality, in the unseen forces, in magical practices. All of that kind of comes with a Pisces. But of course, this dreamy energy is not always positive. Of course, it's great that Pisces has big dreams, and it's cute that they're, I don't know, spacing out a little bit, daydreaming, but that can also lead to escapism. So they kind of use their daydreaming and their dreams in general to escape reality a little bit, or maybe they don't do it on purpose, but all of this dreaming tends to lead to Pisces kind of missing out on real life and not really living in the here and now. So Pisces kind of tend to dream about doing things more than they actually do things. And sometimes this dreaming quality also makes them a little bit delusional and naive, because they see everything with rose-colored glasses. They tend to always see the best in people, and they're usually pretty optimistic. And sometimes the reality just is not like their dream world. So yeah, that tends to sometimes bite them in the ass. In general, Pisces are very prone to escapism, not only with their daydreaming, but they're also, I would say, probably the sign that is most likely to have any kinds of addictions. That could be drugs, that could be alcohol, but that could be also something completely different, like video games or doom scrolling, things like that. Basically anything that helps them escape from the real world. But let's not dwell on this negative for long. Let's skip over it very, very fast. This very dreamy quality and this kind of empathetic, intuitive nature of Pisces leads to them also being extremely creative. When a Pisces manages to draw what they dream, that can be very, very spacey and very weird, but also really cool. So Pisces usually also extremely creative. Very, very nice. But what does that mean for a new moon in Pisces? Okay, first of all, of course, Pisces, dreamy, dream work. duh. That's like the thing that is probably the most obvious about any Pisces moon. Do something with your dreams. Since this is a new moon, this would be a great time to, for example, start dream journaling if you haven't done it yet, or to kind of start implementing some measures to become more able to lucid dream or to remember your dreams more. You can make like a dream baggie or like a dream sachet or a dream pillow that you put under your normal pillow to invoke visions in your dreams, for example. As I said, Pisces are also a lot of the times psychic, very intuitive. So combining this dreamy essence with them being psychic tends to, of course, lead to things like visions in dreams, dream divination, anything like that. Of course, a dark moon in Pisces, of course, the moon is a dark moon before it becomes a new moon. The dark moon, of course, also brings with it the great possibility to do dream divination about more of the darker aspects of your life. Maybe you have problems with escapism, maybe with addictions, with delusions, maybe you are a little bit delulu, then maybe you can do some dream divination about that. But of course you can also do it about any other topic. And of course you also do not have to do dream divination. That's just like a given for a Pisces dark and new moon. You can do any kind of divination. Divination is a very Pisces thing, since I said they are very intuitive and a lot of them are psychics. Divination is a given for a Pisces dark or new moon. And yeah, do that on any types of topics as you like. I already mentioned a few of them. You could also do divination on your dreams, for example. You could do divination on what your dreams meant on this day, or maybe in general how you can bring your biggest dreams to fruition, anything like that. Another thing that I really like to do on a Pisces dark moon, but also on a Pisces full moon, I kind of like doing that with different qualities on both moons, is spirit travel or astral projection, however you want to call it, traveling in the other realms. As I said, Pisces kind of has one foot in the other realms. Their connection is pretty good, so you can definitely draw on that kind of energy to make it easier for you to dive into the other realms and to travel there. Especially since Pisces is a mutable water sign, I kind of feel like traveling for them is pretty easy. Of course, if you want to combine that with a dark moon, I kind of feel like it's a great chance to maybe meet your shadow self, your subconscious, however you want to call it, and commune with them to dive a little bit more into the darker aspects of yourself, maybe to talk about and then learn about things that you are suppressing or qualities about yourself that you don't want to see or you don't want to admit. You can dive into any of these aspects if you combine the travel aspect with the dark moon. Then of course a new moon is also great for planning and re-evaluating, and the dark moon before that is great to banish anything that you don't want to take with you any longer. So since Pisces is a very dreamy sign, I kind of feel like a great activity for a Pisces new moon would be to kind of visualize all of your wildest dreams and to put them on a vision board. Pisces is very creative, I said that, and they have usually very wild dreams about things they want to do. And they struggle to bring that into physical reality. They tend to fail at manifesting those dreams because they dream too much about them and do very little about it. So I kind of feel like making a vision board could be a great way to manifest them. A vision board is used for that a lot in general, not only by magical practitioners, but also by other people. So yeah, I kind of feel like that's the perfect thing to do on a Pisces new moon if you do also struggle with bringing your dreams into reality. Another great thing to do on a Pisces new moon would be to re-evaluate your spiritual practice. And it doesn't matter which practice you are engaging in, but as I said, Pisces is a very spiritual sign as is. So I kind of feel like this re-evaluating and Marie Kondoing, basically, that tends to happen on dark and new moons could be very well combined with the Pisces new moon by looking at your spiritual practice, all of it, and then look at what you actually like about it and what you don't like about it, and then maybe look at things that you want to put your focus on more, things you don't want to really do anymore, how you could maybe replace them with other things. Maybe look at practices or traditions that you would like to try, that you would like to look into or learn about. Like anything about that, I definitely always recommend re-evaluating your entire practice once in a while, because by simply just writing down the things that you actually do and the things that you like to do and the things that you don't like to do, not only do you gain insight on things that maybe don't work for you anymore, but also you see how much you actually do, and that is very good against imposter syndrome. So if you struggle with that, that's already a reason to do that. And then lastly, of course, if you want to dive into the dark moon aspect, then I would definitely suggest you try to do some banishings on things like delusions, addictions, excessive daydreaming, any kinds of escapism that you engage in your life, any unhealthy habits that you have that tend to hold you back from living in the here and now. Banish those things. You don't need them, so feel free to use the dark moon aspect to banish them so that you don't have to live with them any longer. And with that being said, those are my ideas for a Pisces dark/new moon. If you have different ideas or additional ideas, as always, tell me in the comments, tell me about your plans, and let's do a patron and YouTube member shout out. Thank you so much to Standing Fox, Jennifer, Ryan, Alex, Jess, Naomi, Shaw, Christiana, T Demon, Elizabeth, Sylvia, Weirfestira, Katrina, V, Bella, Derek, Smiley, Robin, Kirsten, Shannon, Andrew, Tisha, Sarah, Aziza, Carrie, August, Hannah, Shelby, Helena, SJ, Merle, Anne, Kate, Cade, Z, Kent, Brittany, Emery, Celine, Smolkata, Josh, Elinura, Knarr, Christine, Rixie Business, Annalena, Svenna, Ashley, Tim, John, Phoenix, Jenny, Maggie, Misty, Amy, Bethany, Timothy, Coffee, or the Honorary Gossip Squirrel, and last but not least, Bjorn. And now let us look at the YouTube members. Thank you so much to KT, Milla, Peony Rain, Betsy, Sydney Midnight, and Mary Ann. Thank you so much. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you with your plans for this Pisces new moon. Of course, feel free to check out my other social media or my store, my web store for ethically and sustainably sourced witchy wares. And if you want to support me in a different way, then feel free to check out my Patreon and my YouTube membership. My patrons and my YouTube members get the same stuff in the same tiers, so it doesn't matter where you subscribe, but feel free to check it out. And I will see you in another video. Bye!